Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday with Corbett and Coe. You'll see Danny's a bit tied up here. You see, something Dan said last week wasn't quite appropriate, so we're not sure whether we should let him speak this time. He's been like this all week. He's been living in the cupboard, just as part of punishment. Do you have anything to say, Danny? We'll let him speak. Only be fair.
That hurts. I'm very sorry for what I said last week. I was going through thinking about Joseph and how he almost slept with that lady, but he didn't really. I shouldn't have talked about it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I repent.
Moral of the story: don't always listen to what Dan says, and don't sleep with your master's wives. It's just not a good idea.
No, it's not good at all.
What came into your head, Dan?
I was just being biblical.
No, you weren't. You weren't being biblical at all.
I was kind of, because I said they shouldn't.
Just don't listen to him. All right. This week we've got a special Wisdom Wednesday for you. We're going to give you our 5 books for 2013. Danny, why don't you kick us off?
Okay, so we're going to look at 5 books of 2013, and I'm going to kick you guys off. So the book I recommend, God's Lavish Grace by Terry Virgo. Now Terry, good friend of mine, me and him go way back. We set up New Frontiers together, and this book is all about obviously grace, and it's just an amazing book. It goes on about it just really goes into through Romans and like the wonders of God's grace and like how we're justified and sanctified. It's just awesome. And I'll read you a little bit. You may wonder what you have done to deserve God's love. How is it that God has shown you such kindness? This is the very stuff of grace, that He amazes you, contradicts every expectation, seeks you out, finds you and lavishes His love upon you. You have done nothing and can do nothing to earn His grace. And just he's got loads of stuff like that. It's just really awesome and affirming, and every Christian should read it. And if you can understand grace, then it's just such freedom in your Christian life. Corbett.
Wise words of the T-Dog there. I didn't know you guys set up New Frontiers together. I thought that was so do you, Dan. I've got a couple books for you. I'm going to start off with, it's a golden oldie, but it's a classics work, right? I'm thinking C.S. Lewis, the man's genius, right? He was a professor of English at Oxford. You know, that's clever. That's almost on Dan's level intellect. And he wrote a great book called The Screwtape Letters. It's all about a demon sending letters to his nephew, who he's the same mentoring and how to entrap humans and take them away from God. It's really great. It's incredibly funny, and it's actually very helpful. I think you give it a read.
I need to read it.
You should. Dan, I'd expect better of you. I think
I'm sorry,
you need to pick up your game here.
I need to pick up my game.
What's your next book?
Okay, my next book, I haven't got it with me, it's called If God Then What by Andrew the Dolphin Wilson. Dolphin for reasons unknown to many, but to me I know.
Better not said in these kind of forums.
Yeah, it's known in the New
diminishes
Frontiers.
reputation.
New Frontiers fine, grapevine.
Yeah.
That's where it's known. But it's a brilliant book, very apologetic. I'm sorry what he keeps saying. No, it's not really. Yeah, and it's just brilliant. It's like, just basically goes through arguments for God and it goes against arguments against God. And it's just brilliant. And he's got a great mind. Went to Cambridge to do theology.
Did go to Cambridge.
He did indeed.
Very
clever guy. Almost as clever as C.S. Lewis.
Almost.
And yeah, it's just a brilliant book. Really makes you think, when you read it you think, I'm clever. Because it makes you think you're clever because it's very clever.
Bit arrogant, Dan.
No, it's a good thing.
Oh yeah. I'm clever, I'm Dan. Alright, next book I've got, I also haven't got it for you, but it's The Hobbit by J.R. Tolkien. You may have seen the movie. Do yourself a favour. Read the book. The movie, I mean, Hollywood's all okay, you know, a couple of big booms, bams, whatever, doesn't really work. But if you look at the book, it's beautiful. The imagery, the words that he uses, it's like you're eating a piece of cake with the icing. It's just layered and sugary and just gorgeous all over. Yeah. I really do recommend The Hobbit. Screw the movie. Read the book. It's the way forward.
New Frontier, no. Lord of the Rings are better.
No, Hobbit's best. Alright. Last book?
The last book is...
The Bible.
The Bible.
The Bible.
The Bible. As you can see, there's many different types of Bibles. Many different versions, many different paraphrasing, but they're all the Word of God, so it's pretty cool. You should read it. I suggest you try and read it this year. There's lots of things you can read it in a year. Amazing stuff in here, amazing ways, lessons on how to live your life, amazing things God has done for us, wonderful promises He has for us, wonderful stories. Yeah, just brilliant. Read it.
Read the Bible.
Every day.
Every day. It's
Every
the book
day.
of the year for 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 on.
Just every year.
Every year, read the Bible.
Every year. Just each morning, get up, read a psalm, just pray over it. Do the
Not
word
just
good.
a psalm, the Bible.
Yeah, read the whole Bible in one morning and
Yeah.
pray over it.
I do that occasionally on a Tuesday.
I did it this morning.
Did you? Nice. I cycled this morning.
Oh dear. I think this has been Wisdom Wednesdays.
This has been Wisdom Wednesdays.
I know with Corbett.
Okay. I'll
Nice to
see you next
again.
week.